All right, boys and girls, for reading today, one of the things was the digraph WH, which makes the W sound. And I have a cliffhanger video that will kind of, hopefully you can find some of those WH digraphs. So bear with me here, and we're going to play this video, and then we'll do another mini lesson on adjectives.
Once again, it's the continuing, daring, and dangling adventures of Cliffhanger! Today's adventure, number 3787, Cliffhanger and the Mammoth Whale. Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger. Excuse me! Excuse me! We find Cliffhanger where we left him last, hanging from a cliff. Can't hold on much longer. Suddenly, in the water below, he catches sight of a mammoth whale. A whale? Cliff grabs his trusty survival manual from his backpack and, using his expert decoding skills, begins to read. If you catch sight of a whale and it blasts water from its blowhole, jump on the blast fast. Whoa, what a blast! I'm free at last! Is this it? Has Cliffhanger's life of grasping a branch passed at last? No! Another blast from the whale sends Cliff back past his branch. This is a blast!
And that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Can't hold on much longer.
So there wasn't a ton of them in there, but there was a few of them. And so again, up here, if I scroll, you're going to see where the read, write, and spell is, or read, spell, and write. You're going to have the when, while, which. You see all these in here. And also, when we go to do our reading, whale watching, there's just a lot of these today in this week. And even some of these, when, while, wheel. So the WH says the W sound. And so that's what you're looking for today. And remember, when it comes to digraphs, these are things that you can, when you have your 20 minutes of reading, look for them in your book. Like, I cannot explain the most important thing I can tell you right now is the whole WH thing. It's not about the worksheet. Don't just do the worksheet. You need to understand to take this information, the WH information, and bring it with you when you go and read books. Okay? So when you go and read a book today and you see a WH, what sound should you make? Right? So again, that's the purpose behind all this. It's not just, here's a bunch of worksheets to do. We give you worksheets to practice the skill, but we're hoping you take it with you when you go to read now later for 20 minutes. The last quick thing I want to talk about, which is super fun, is adjectives. Adjectives are one of my favorite things because when I read your stories, like when you guys come back here and do Monday journals, or if you do any sort of writing, when you add adjectives to your writing, it makes things way more fun. And really fun books have really good adjectives. And you're going to say, well, what's an adjective? An adjective is something that explains a noun. So for example, like I was talking about earlier, I'm just going to use the word large, right? I ate a very large piece of steak for New Year's Day, and it was fantastic. Again, the word large, it helps you picture the steak, right? When I said large steak, you can picture a large steak. If I just said I ate steak, you could picture a bunch of different things, right? So when we write or when we read, these adjectives make things more fun and more clear in our head. And here's what the directions say. You're supposed to color adjectives according to how they describe a noun. All right, so a noun is a person, place, or thing. So for example, the word ball, right? If I just said the word ball is a noun. It's a thing, a ball. If I say oval ball, do you know the shape of the ball? It's oval. And so you see over here where it says shape equals blue, you're going to color the word oval blue. Okay, now let's go to the word sun. That's not really describing anything, right? Is it a bright sun? Is it a dull sun? I don't know. At the end of the day, the word sun is a noun. Sun doesn't describe anything, so we're going to leave that blank. If you look up here on the directions, it says no adjective, not an adjective equals leave blank. So we're supposed to leave that one blank. So number 1 is oval, and that's a shape that will be blue. Sun, that's a noun. That's a thing. We're not going to do anything there. Tall. Mr. Yeldman is tall. Is that a number? Is that a size? Or is that a shape? And I'm going to say size. I'm tall. That's going to be green. Color tall, green. Tons. That dump truck had tons and tons of gravel in it. Tons. Is that number, size, or shape? Tons is size, right? It tells you the amount. We have the word square, and then we have the word wide. We have the word house. Okay, let's talk about house. A house. Is that size, shape, or number? There's a problem with house, isn't there? A house is a thing. It's a noun. We're not going to color anything house because it's a noun. It's not an adjective. Many. The word many. We received many pieces of candy at Halloween. Many. It's the amount, right? So that'd be size. That would be green. So again, go ahead and go through this worksheet and color in your adjectives. And remember that you can use adjectives to be good writers and make things more exciting. All right, you guys. So there's a little cliffhanger. There's a little WH. There's some adjectives. If you have any questions, let me know. Keep working hard, and we will see you tomorrow.